Hey girl, have you ever had one of those days where you wake up, you don't feel like getting out of bed, and you're just laying there thinking to yourself, what in the fuck just happened to me? Like for the past 2 days, I've been going, I've been getting shit done, and now I feel like I've been hit by a truck. Like all I want to do is stay in the bed and like what happened to my energy? Well, that happened to me this morning, so I wanted to share with you what's going on. Hello, I'm Crystal, by the way, and I've got Wilma here with me. Wilma, look, we're on camera. Look, honey. She don't really have no interest. She's got her sweater on. She wants to lick. But let's get back to it. So, like I said, this morning I woke up and I was like literally laying in the bed, like, what is going on? And I know this, like, I've been studying hormones and perimenopause stuff for the past year. And this situation gets me every single time. I call it the big letdown. And it's this sudden drop in energy that happens right after ovulation. So for me, this happened on thir- day 13 of my cycle. And but I typically ovulate around day 12. Okay. Like actually the other night I was sitting here on the couch and I felt one of those little ovulation pains, the follicle was bursting open, it was releasing the egg. So I know that I've already ovulated. And that's when, that's kind of one of my signs, like things are about to start going downhill. So let's talk about why it happens. So I just mentioned we know that during ovulation, um, your chosen follicle of the month, our bodies are so badass, y'all. It's so cool. I can't wait to talk about all this stuff. But you have a follicle, your chosen follicle of the month, and it releases an egg. So it bursts. Google like ovulation egg release. It's this most badass little video that's out there. Don't do it now, but after this, do that. And so we're releasing this egg, right? But leading up to that point, estrogen has been climbing. Your mood has been getting better. You're talkative. You want to be out there in the world. You want to get shit done, right? Because estrogen has been going up, and estrogen is our feel good hormone. It helps with serotonin, it helps with motivation. So it's really that hormone that gets us out there into the world because what's really going on, like our bodies are like, hey, go find a mate, get out there and mingle, mingle, mingle because you need to find you a man because we're going to have a baby. Even if you don't want that to happen, that's what's happening. So let me pause and say this. This is specifically for women that are still ovulating. If you're on birth control, you're not ovulating. That's the whole point of birth control. Also, if you're already in menopause, meaning you've stopped having periods, you aren't ovulating either. I don't know, I haven't experienced this because I'm not there yet, but your hormone levels will still fluctuate a little bit after you're in menopause, but they won't be, I guess, quite as pronounced. I'm planning on doing some more research on this, but if you're already in menopause, like my mama says, she's always like, oh, I still feel, the ups and downs. They're just not, as crazy. So back to it. Estrogen has just peaked. It hit its highest, and you're feeling on top of the world. After that egg releases, boom. I mean, it's a steep drop if you look at the charts of what's happening. So all of a sudden, you were feeling like you were ready to do all this stuff, and now you're like, I don't feel like doing shit. And for me, it's kind of like I feel sad. Like, I'm like, why? Like, why? Like, sometimes I think I even thought to myself like, "Oh, look, like I've been doing all the protein and I've been working out and I've been doing all the things that they tell you to do to help manage your perimenopause symptoms." Again, I will say this again and again. Those things are important and you need to do those things, but you are still going to have a cycle. Your estrogen is it's how we're made. It's still going to go up and it's going to go down no matter where you are, like what you're eating or what your protein levels are. That's still going to happen. So um I always feel like I've cracked the code because I'm feeling better. And I get a little disappointment. That's why I call it the big letdown. Cause I do feel like, dang, what happened? Like, oh, like, cause it's literally like a high. If you know what I'm talking about, please tell me about it. But it's like you're on this high where it's just like you feel good about everything. Of course, this is like not maybe if you've got something stressful going on in your life or something like that, but if it's a regular old month, and then you have that crash and it's just really hard to deal with sometimes. So I already talked about the first reason why. So your estrogen has pretty much gone from up here and it's like on the downhill slope pretty much. The other thing, so when we talked about the follicle bursting, right? And it releases your egg. That's when ovulation happens. That little sac that was holding your egg, it becomes the corpus luteum. I hope I'm saying that right. I suck at pronouncing shit, but corpus luteum. And so that little sac that used to hold your egg, it is what starts producing progesterone. So freaking cool. So your estrogen is tanking, but because that little sac is brand new and empty, it hasn't it started probably creating progesterone, but it hasn't, ramped up. Progesterone is like our anti-anxiety med, okay? So it kind of helps keep things cool. It helps us, stay regulated. It can make you feel a little more tired. But you're in this in between phase. So right after ovulation, estrogen has gone down. You might feel a little anxious, like, oh shit, I need to do something, but you don't have the progesterone there to kind of balance that out and help you feel less anxious. So you're kind of going down to where all of your hormones are kind of at a pretty low level right after ovulation. And that sucks. So, let me check my notes here, make sure I'm covering everything for you. The other thing that I noticed is my mental sharpness. I just had a brain fart right there. Um, so the past few days, I've been working and recording content, and I feel like my mind has just been sharp and clear. And now it's like, I don't know, like I keep like stumbling over words and like I just feel like that mental clarity is going away. So that's another thing you can experience. Um, so let's go to this is one of my favorite parts to talk about. Um, I love to talk about the science because the science is fascinating to me, but it goes beyond science. Like it is I call it ancient programming, but it's like our bodies have been designed to do this since way before we could understand it from a science perspective. And I feel like a lot of times out there, we're being told by science, not that they're wrong, but this is what's happening. But before there was science, women just understood it and they reacted to their cycles based on this evolutionary, drive. So I'm going to call this the ancient programming. So ovulation, duh, get out there and have a baby, right? Get out there, find you a man, hey honey, and do the thing and get pregnant. All right. So we've already talked about that pre-ovulation. You're ready to go. But then post ovulation, our bodies are designed to slow down. It's like, okay, you went out there and you did the main event. Like, it is time to slow down. And it's frustrating because in our deadline driven, fast paced society, it's like go, go, go all the time. So when we finally get that little boost, we're like, hell yeah. But it comes crashing down and it sucks. But that is part of the process. And accepting it goes a lot further than trying to fight it, at least in my opinion. So as we're coming down off of ovulation, we're starting to go inward. We're less inclined to be out there in the world. If you got to be, you got to be. But it's just like, I'd rather kind of be home and be comfy and like hang out at the nest because your body is literally building a nest, right? It's getting ready in the case that you did get pregnant to build a little nest. And so I think we as women also mirror that. Um and the biological purpose of this is to support being having preserve energy is what I'm trying to say. So we want to not be working as hard because if our body is trying to, make a little baby in there, it's like, okay, chill down and let's see what happens. All right. And the motivation might go away. So I was really worried about because I had all these ideas for recording content. I wanted to show up for you guys. And then I was like, well, shit, like there goes my motivation. Like I'm not going to be able to do it. Um, And I'm here, I'm doing it. I just had to get past that mental thing. So I think a lot of it's a mind game too. Like you can still show up, but it just might be differently. And that's okay. Um, so the point of all this, why am I telling you all this? I just want you to feel validated. I don't want you to feel like anything is wrong with you because you're fucking killing it one day and then the next day, all you want to do is stay in bed. Especially if you're in this post ovulation window, that might happen a lot of times through your cycle, but especially in this post ovulation window, like give yourself some grace and know that your estrogen has dropped. So your brain chemistry has changed. Like hormones are literally little chemical messengers. So your chemicals in your brain have literally changed. And that's why I keep stumbling on my words. And then we talked about progesterone isn't there yet. So you've lost like your emotional buffer. Progesterone, again, can kind of help with anxiety and those spiraling thoughts. It's not there yet. So you're like, oh shit, I did all the things and now I'm worried about it. Um, and it's a neurochemical shift that has happened. So I think it's really, really important to just accept where you're at. That's what I've been working on all day. I had a really, really, really slow morning. I actually had a very hard time falling asleep. I slept in later than I normally do, and my whole morning routine was really, really slow. I did go to the gym, but it wasn't like it has been the past couple of days where I'm ready to go. It's like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do my little arm routine, and then I'm going to come on home and get me some lunch. Um, so just know that you're not failing. You're not doing anything wrong. Like this is part of being a woman. And I think it's time for us to start embracing it and stop fighting it because it's our body's way of sending us a message every single month. So I hope this was helpful for you. I plan on sharing some little EFT tapping around this, and I'm going to put out maybe a little short yoga sequence as well related to this, maybe just a pose or two, not anything major. So be sure to stay tuned. I'm so, so, so excited to be here with you, and I cannot wait to share all the other little goodies that I have in store. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you soon. Bye.